Well, it's hard to believe, but here we are, the final series of the 2014 regular season, and the RoughRiders have it at home. 3 games against the Midland Rockhounds to determine home field advantage in the Texas League South Division Championship Series. Joining us on the RoughRiders pregame show today is outfielder Nick Williams. Nick, recently named to the Carolina League All-Star team for his accolades that he earned playing for the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. Nick, congratulations on that distinction. It's an honor that you share with some current teammates on the RoughRiders, Jorge Alfaro and Joey Gallo, also being named to the Carolina League postseason All-Star squad. What are your feelings about that distinction?
It was great. I was healthy the majority of the year this year, unlike the year before. But yeah, this is my second year in a row and a full season getting the All-Star team at the end of the season. So yeah, it's great to continue to keep that up.
You mentioned you stayed healthy for the full year, which was great. But what do you think, in addition to that, enabled you to have such a fine season with the Pelicans?
Just more like just figuring out me as a player and my weaknesses and strong points, and it just, it was a pitcher's spark, so yeah, it helped me, boost your confidence and help you to just live and forget, like bad moments.
You mentioned that Myrtle Beach's ballpark is definitely a pitcher's friendly place, but still your number's quite impressive there. A 14-game hit streak in the Carolina League and a .292 batting average over nearly 100 games. But what has the adjustment to the AA level been like?
I've been getting pitched the same a lot. It's just more like letting the game come to me, because like last series against Corpus Christi, threw a lot of basically all off speed. It's just right now I've only been here for 2 weeks, so it's nothing really to prove, but it's just a learning experience. Good, it's a good jump start to next year to really figure out.
You have such quick hands, and you mentioned the breaking balls that you saw in the Corpus Christi series in particular. Is it harder to lay off guys breaking balls at this level?
No, it's just more like just being over aggressive, just trying to do a lot more than I need to be doing. Just need to play the game. That's it.
You're a native of Texas, Galveston area, but you still grew up a Rangers fan. Is this a homecoming of sorts for you to be playing in the DFW area?
Yeah, it's really cool. It just makes you feel a lot closer to the prize, really, honestly.
I know Houston is still a few hours away from here, but you had any family make it to a game with the RoughRiders yet?
Yeah, the very first game. It was awesome for them. Yeah, my parents and little brothers to come out.
Nick Williams with us on the RoughRiders pregame show. Nick, it's a lot of fun to watch you in batting practice, in particular with your pull side power. Have the coaches talked to you at all about driving the ball the other way?
Not really. They don't really mess with me that way, because usually naturally I just go that way. I actually hit balls really far, probably more farther the other way. But yeah, just in BP it's just more like I usually use cage to really work on things, and BP it really just feels like home run derby.
Appreciate the honesty. Now, talking about your game defensively, we've seen a lot of you in left field so far with your time with the RoughRiders. Tonight you get to start in center field, and this is a ballpark that plays a little bit differently than Myrtle Beach. That's such a cavernous outfield out there. Do you like playing the keystone position, and what makes it different about playing in one of the corner outfield spots?
Center is actually, I think, the most easiest out of all positions, just because it's more like just running and getting the ball. The corner is more like reading a lot, but yeah, center is just like easier on you, I guess, as a player, especially if you're thinking of batting or struggles. Center's just easy. It's just react, see it and go get it.
You also found out earlier this week you were named to the Arizona Fall League roster, so in October and November you'll be suiting up for the Surprise Saguaros. 19 top 100 prospects named to the Arizona Fall League roster this year, and you are one of them, coming in at 87. What was your reaction when you found out you were going to be playing in the Arizona Fall League, and how were you told?
I found out by a head guy kind of before, but Twitter really I seen it, and a lot of retweets and tweets at me. But yeah, it's an honor, to make that team, be able to play against the best in every team's prospects, and play with new guys, new faces, and just learn from those guys, and maybe they can learn something from me. It's just great. Yeah, great. It'll be a great experience.
Was that something that was on your radar? Was it something that you wanted to achieve, being named to the AZL?
Really, the ultimate achievement for me is big leagues, of course, but it was cool to make it, but as far as I just go with the flow in this game, honestly. So yeah.
And what is your focus going to be in fall ball? Obviously to improve as a player, but what is really the difference between the Arizona Fall League and the regular season?
It's not going on my baseball card, I don't think, but not playing. But it's probably more relaxed, laid back. Just, I guess, more like just have fun, really. You know, after a long season, play ball, just be able to just compete and play and have fun with the other guys.
Now, Nick, it's of course the start of college football season this weekend, and you were recruited by a few schools in Texas to play football and baseball. What are your rooting interests when it comes to college football?
I'm a big-time Aggie fan in football, yeah. High school guy, my teammate Mike Evans, he was drafted first round. He was an Aggie too, so yeah, big-time Aggie fan.
Very cool, and again, recruited to play both football and baseball. What pushed you in the direction of baseball?
I always loved football, but I guess when the draft really put me towards baseball. If I went to college, yeah, I would have loved to play 2 sports. But, yeah, getting drafted was just like I'm letting it go type of thing, yeah.
Where did you play on the gridiron?
Receiver and safety.
That must have been quite a tandem, you and Mike Evans, who's now, of course, in the NFL. You guys must have put up some great numbers on offense.
Oh, yeah, we killed it.
Who was throwing you the football? Is he anywhere?
No, he doesn't play anymore, but he was at a college in Arkansas.
All right, Nick. Well, thanks so much for joining us on the pregame show today. We're glad you picked baseball, speaking selfishly, and stay healthy the rest of the way. Enjoy your time in the postseason, the Arizona Fall League, and by the way, happy birthday next week. Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right, he's Nick Williams. We're back after this on the RoughRiders Baseball Network.